This is a screencast demonstration to show how to add YouTube and Vimeo videos to your WordPress blog posts and pages. So WordPress a couple years ago made this really super simple for you, and the very easiest way to do it is you can grab a URL from the video, YouTube or Vimeo. This works on several other platforms as well, Hulu, Funny or Die, BuzzFeed. So WordPress TV, you can just snag this URL right here. And in YouTube, you can either use that one, or when you click the share, it gives you a shortened one. I've found that both of these work just fine. I do Control-C or Command-C if you're on a Mac to copy it. Come over to your WordPress editor, and this also works on either the visual or the text tab. I tend to work in text. Give yourself a blank line and Control-V or Command-V to paste the video in. And then if you're over in the visual editor, or once you have published it, then it automatically pulls the video in for you. And WordPress does all the heavy lifting of getting the embed code. The downside of this is you don't have any control over this video playback. You kind of get these default settings where it shows the title here, these random little icons that have to do with sharing and saving it for later. And then the really big downside that I don't like is you end up with, at the end of the video, it shows you related videos that 9 times out of 10 don't really have anything to do with the video you're trying to demonstrate or you're trying to embed, and then also it sends people away from your site. So I recommend not doing that. So what I do instead is actually use the embed code for YouTube, and I'll show this on Vimeo as well. So if you come here and embed, and this is going to give you a little snippet of code here, and then you want to do the show more link to bring up some additional options. So you can give your video a custom size, and usually you're wanting to make it be the full width of your blog post screen display area. This one is about 640 pixels wide, so that's what I'm going to use here. Usually you just need to put a width in, and it'll automatically calculate a height for you. That's really nice. Make sure this show suggested videos is unclicked, because that's why we're doing this to begin with. We don't want those videos at the end. I do like to leave the player controls. This is what will give you a bar at the bottom where they can control the speed and the volume. I think that's a nice thing to give them that little bit of control over how much the video playback. There may be some instances where you don't want those. All you want is that big play button in the middle, but I think that you need to have a specific reason for doing that, because that takes away some control on the visitor's part, and that's an obnoxious thing to do. Here's where I don't tend to include the video title and player actions. So that's those little icons up at the top. And then enable privacy enhanced mode. Go ahead and leave that checked. This is a compatibility thing that I found is generally just a better idea to include. So once you've got that all straightened out, you bring your cursor up here, and you want to highlight that whole frame, and or that whole snippet, and you'll see it extends beyond the frame. I use Control-A to highlight the whole thing, and then Control-C to copy it. And then same thing back over here. Now this one does not work in the visual editor. You absolutely have to paste this into the text editor here, and again on a blank line, Control-V to paste that in. And when you back in the visual editor, so here is the one with the shortened, just the link that WordPress interpreted for me, and here is the version that I created that is just a much cleaner version of it. And if I play that, you're going to see here's where I've got the controls, and that's it. So same thing on the Vimeo video. You have a share button, And you can either use this link directly, or very similarly, you're going to end up with related videos and things at the end. You can come to, you want your embed code here, and if you show your options, here's where you have some things to, some choices you can make. I don't care for all of this stuff at the top, especially on Vimeo videos. I don't need things underneath of the video. I really just turn all of this off. And then you're going to have an iframe here. Control C and back again on text editor, and Control V, and voila, there's your Vimeo video. And that is all there is to that.